true colors have grown.
What is going on, guys? We are back for another DSP video, and this week he bans multiple whales, he rage quits multiple games, he spazzes out in Wings of Redemption's chat, gets timed out on 2 different accounts, and much more. So on Sunday I was looking up reviews for Routine, and on Steam we have this review right here. Years of handholding and blatantly telling the player what to do have done irreparable damage to the gamer's critical thinking and attention spans. What's your ID? It's on your suit, look down. How do I get this thing to raise? Shoot the thing. You're a technician, how do you fix the thing? Turn it on and off. There's so many simple things with simple solutions that filter out streamers like DSP. And then DSP was going off in the chat of Wings Redemption. This would not be the last time either. DSP Gaming, hey Wings of Redemption, how are you, man? I was legit gonna super chat, but it asked me for a security code on my card. How the F do I know that, lol? Then Wing says he'd be up for another show, but his sleep schedule is fucked up. DSP, okay, that's all good. That's the answer I'm looking for. Just want to tell my viewers the deal. If Wings doesn't want to do it, he doesn't have to. It's obvious he wants to, but he's been screwed up lately. And he opens up the stream, and guess what, guys? We are so back. Welcome home to Beggin. That is right, he is now telling you how you can support the stream. Please support the stream, and let's get some support going, dude. And yet another haircut that is fucked up by his barber. Dude, my barber is a detractor, dude. And people kept asking DSP, play Mario Kart, play this game, play that game that was online. And DSP said, I can't do it, my internet's not working, Nintendo fucked it up, dude. All of a sudden, a new game that comes out day 1, Metro Prime 4. He's able to download it and says his internet is now working on his Switch too. It's funny how this happens when it fits your narrative. Then he went on a rant about Wings of Redemption is depressed, his life is fucked up, and says it's just like him when he was single. And he shit all over Wings of Redemption's life. I wonder, Phil, I wonder why he doesn't want to come on your show. And remember, DSP is not a shill. He doesn't take advertisements, he doesn't want games sent to him, he refuses to do that. Except when it happens, and then he welcomes it. Because he has a double standard for himself and other content creators. And now DSP's gonna say, he got this free game, and he's gonna test it out on stream. But he's definitely not a shill.
Recently, I was contacted by a game developer. This game developer made me an offer that they wanted to send me a special edition of their game with access to a new DLC to the game that is releasing this month. All right? And I said, that sounds interesting. In fact, I'm not going to spoil yet, but this was a game that I was going originally to play earlier this year, and then I never got around to it. And then I kind of was a little upset that I didn't. So I never really mentioned it again because it was a game that looked actually really good. And I never touched it because I didn't have an opportunity to. All right? Well, they have sent me the collector's edition. It's en route this week. I don't know exactly what day it's arriving. But when it arrives, one day I'm probably going to do a live unboxing to show you what comes with the collector's edition of this game. And at some point during the week, I'd like to do a special stream where I try the game. Now, to be clear, this is not a promotional stream. I'm not getting paid to play the game. This is not a advertisement shilling. If I play the game and I don't like it, I'll actually tell you that. All right, I'm not under any NDA. It's not like, oh, I can't talk about anything. I can criticize the game as I want. All right, so that's coming this week, and I'm excited for that. I just don't know exactly what day yet it's coming. Once I know, I'll lock it in, and then we'll talk. We'll do the unboxing and all of that. You might say, well, what game is it? I'm not telling you yet. I'm going to keep it a surprise.
And spoiler, that stream never happens. If you get a game or a code from a developer, and you do a stream testing it out, that is a sponsored stream. They don't have to pay you money for it to be sponsored. They gave you a product of value for you to use on stream. Not all companies require an NDA to play their game. Because some companies just want the promotion. Even if someone like you shits all over the game, other people might be like, oh, if DSP's shitting on it, I'm going to play it. I'm going to buy it. But of course, DSP is the most important person in DSP's head. If you don't think we're back yet, after the Asmongold rub, he ended the pre-stream at $55. And then DSP started playing Metroid Prime 4, and he said, this game feels like a spiritual successor to classic Halo. And look at the new light in his office, makes him look so goddamn ugly, more than usual. He looks like Droopy Dog here. And another example of us being back. Welcome home to the fake tip that hits the goal exactly $150. The rub is over. Get over it. It's all done, Phil.
You know, so I have no real complaints. I received a $39 tip. First, let's play an animation for that. This is a lesser known animation. You guys haven't seen it that much. Ready for this?
Merry Christmas.
And DSP is one of the dumbest people out there. He rips out his smoke detector. He crams his office so he can't move. He can't leave the office. And people realize, oh, he ripped it out. Are you going to actually get a new smoke detector? And he freaks out because he knows his HOA could be aware of this. And not only that, they could fine him. They could do a lot of stuff. And DSP has one question. Why do you say that, dude?
Soul at 2 a.m., thanks for $2, says, did you order a new smoke detector? Did I order a new smoke detector? Oh, because you guys, why do you say that? Did you see? The one in this office hasn't worked in 100 years, but we have smoke detectors throughout the house. Just, I don't have one in this office, if that's what you mean.
Yeah, Phil, the room with all the electronics, the room where you're crammed in there, it blocks the door so you can't get out. Good place to not have a smoke detector. And then the Friday that passed before this, Casino came out with a Dented Zone sequel, It's a Dented Life. And we have LibRap in the chat. After Phil seeing PPP dressed up as Mr. Slave, I bet he used all his hand cream. And that damn dirty troll is back again. Lies about handcart real. The casino felted you on Friday with a great movie. The detractors are bending cat over your new desk. Hashtag don't hit me Jaha. Hashtag cat's been gone. Hashtag gout crystals. Hashtag snort sacks. Hashtag liver spots. Hashtag divorced. And then on the night stream, very first thing he says is all the different ways you can support the stream. Tipping, subbing, memberships, gifted memberships, you know, the usual. Again, the begging is back. He starts off with 95 people watching. Amazing. That resurgence going strong, dude. And now he's even gonna tell people, I'm not your buddy. Don't call me your buddy. After someone gives him money and says, hope you're doing well, bud.
Oh boy, Jared, who's in the clink, tipped me $1.50, says, we'd love to see you review Quiznos. If I'm being honest, it tasted better than Subway. How I miss freedom. I love you, bud. Take care of yourself at Happy Holidays. Jared, take care of yourself in there. We're not buds, by the way, for the record. Just because you send me tips from time to time, we're not actually friends, okay? Thanks for $1.50. Okay.
Then he announced he had tortellini soup with turkey sausage for dinner. And he said, and I quote, it was warming of the tummy. And every single time he updates his setup, he says, I'm done with this, nothing else to do. And now the third or fourth time he majorly updated his setup after getting money, he says, there are still some tweaks he has to make before his setup is picture perfect. That's right, he's going to be spending more money on his setup. And if you think the troll was done, no, he is back. Compulsive Liar Side Phil. I was legit gonna super chat, but asked me for the security code on my card. How the F do I know that? LOL. Quote from a man who once had 130K in credit card debt, pretended not to know what a CVV is. Like, actually though, what is your issue with being a compulsive liar? The reason why the handcart thing is a meme, because it's a lie about something innocuous, yet you doubled and tripled down. Yes, Cup Rattler. Yes, be toxic to your fans. Yes, bring the side back out of your greed goblin. Listen to the voices and bring back out the real Phil. Yes, do it, Cup Rattler. And despite DSP saying in the past, it's fucking stupid, he gets sick from it, it's a waste of money, there's nothing good to play on it, he's now saying, because he has more room, he is open to doing VR stuff. Amazing how when money becomes evolved, he's open to do it. And look at the daily wrap where DSP does his best impression of Jade. And we start today on Sunday with the troll that won't go away with 1 million sock accounts. We have Lieutenant Dan Fake. What's right, Piggy Cat is gone. Roaches are gone. Linda is gone. Jalen is gone. Nobody here to save you, Piggy. We will come back 100-fold with each account you ban. Why is the chair crooked, Pig? Where are you, regard mods today? I enjoy this. We are still here, Pigler. Cat is gone. Support dwindling. Roach is no longer wailing. Merry Feltmas, Philip. DSP, I hope you enjoy mod and chat. Get used to it. The Aspen buff is gone. You bored him to death. And they went back to their real home. Cat is still gone. You can't hide it, Piggy. And of course, I told you, the bags are back. And here is a nice, big, juicy bag from DSP.
Okay. All right, so as we are getting started here, everyone, just a few quick reminders that if you enjoy the content here on DSP Gaming, please support the channel in some way, whether that be liking today's stream or engaging in conversation in the chat. That would be amazing. Whether that be contributing in some way. For example, you could do a super chat, or you could be a member or gift a membership on YouTube if you're watching on the YouTube side. You could use some kicks to do a contribution, or you could become a sub or give some subs if you're on the kick viewership. Or no matter where you are, you can tip. All right, via the tips command, which is !tip in the chat. So all contributions are greatly appreciated. Thanks in advance to anyone who supports the stream. It's your contributions that allow me to have the flexibility to do what I love, right? To be able to drop, at a moment's notice and get a new game or swap around or get all these equipment upgrades. It's all because of your amazing support. So thank you guys so very much for that. The last couple weeks have been amazing. Let's keep that positivity rolling, shall we? This stream is the determining factor. Oh. Thank you, Shocks. I'll shout this out in a moment. This stream is the determining factor of if we are going to continue to play Metroid Prime 4 or not. All right? So, let's see how it goes. If you guys like Metroid Prime 4, let me know today. Say, hey, I want this to continue. Please keep playing. If you don't like Metroid Prime 4, I also want to know that. Like, if you think that this stream kind of sucks because the game's boring or whatever, I want your feedback because I wanted to know what I should keep playing. Right now, take a look. Super Mario Galaxy 2, I want to continue playing that. Pokemon Legends ZA, we're enjoying the post-game run, right? We're having a good time with all these games. So we got to figure out what to keep in the rotation. Hard to determine sometimes.
And another indication that the Asmongold bump is gone. At the end of the pre-stream, he was at $10. That is right, $10 for the entire pre-stream. And Metroid Prime is not going very well for DSP. And every single time support is low, all of a sudden, the game is boring, and it happens here with Metroid Prime 4.
Azray says, how's the game so far? I'm going to be honest with you, Azray. It's not very good. I'm pretty bored right now. You know what they say? If you're bored, then you're boring. You know what they say? There is a saying. If you're bored, then you're boring. Clyde says he's already bored of the game. Well, Clyde, you know what they say? If you're bored, then you're boring. Why do people call everything boring? Because they're boring. The truth is, in life, if you're bored, you're probably boring.
And despite DSP saying, I don't have a goal, I don't expect money, I don't have to beg for it, he is now wage quitting Metroid Prime 4 because support's not there. So you expect people to support more without a goal, so there is an expectation of how much they should support the stream. And of course, the 150 goal is still there, he just won't tell people it's there. And this will be a running pattern throughout the week, as DSP has now rage quit the first of 3 games this week.
What you guys want to do? Seems to me you guys are bored. Like, literally everyone is watching is like, this is pretty boring. And I don't know what to tell you. Like, you see what the game is. It's basically shadows of what Metroid used to be. It's not terrible, but it's legit more boring than any Metroid game I've played before. Like, just playing Metroid Prime Remastered a couple years ago, that game's way better than this. Playing any standard Metroid is a better game than this, in my opinion. I don't know if the game gets any better, but from what people are saying in the chat, it actually doesn't. Like, the game is just more and more of the same over and over. It's just incredibly repetitive in what it is. It's the same kind of boring lock-on gameplay. And I'll be honest, I tried the mouse. The mouse, you know, Joy-Con does not save it at all. It's actually atrociously bad. So I don't know what to tell you guys. You know, like, it's not going to get any better. And do we keep playing it? Are you guys bored of it? Are you tired of it? Like, it's sad. Like, I would say it's passable, but the truth is, every game being $70 these days is killing games, because this game is a $70 first-party title for Nintendo. Does it feel like it should be? Like, if they sold this game for like $40, you'd be like, all right. But a $70 release, as if this is some major AAA event game of the year, does it feel like that to you? And you want to know what the shame is? I totally thought it would be like a game of the year contender. I thought, oh, Metroid Prime's coming back. I'm excited. I can't wait, because people would be like, you know, well, what's your game of the year? I'm like, well, I don't want to say nothing yet because we still got more games coming. And now I play it and I'm like, oh, like, damn, man. I'm seriously, I've just played for an hour and 20 minutes. The only fun I had was during the guy spinning looking like Top Man from Mega Man. That was it. Like, I was so bored. And can you imagine if this is another 20, 30 hours of this? Like, we only got 1 of 5 keys. We still have to get the key here and then 4 more. So you're probably talking minimum another 15, 20 hours of this. Again, what's a strong point? The visuals and the music. The visuals and the music are great. Everything else is just kind of like, oh. So, exactly. It's lifeless in terms of atmosphere. It doesn't immediately immerse you like the original Metroid Prime does. The original Metroid Prime, you land on that planet, there's all these creatures, flora, fauna everywhere. You're immersed. Now you're trying to read the Chozo ruins to find out what's going on there. And it's this feeling of like isolation. You're interested to see what's going on. Here it's like, what is going on? Like, I just don't get it at all. Oh, really? Brian says the game's short and linear as hell. You're like 25% through it already unless you go for 100%. Wow. So it's not even like a standard Metroid game in that regard. And that's true. My Rune says, you know, the nice visuals get ignored because you're in scan mode most of the time. Oh, my God. I'm so disappointed. I legit was thinking this was going to be a Game of the Year contender with no exaggeration. I thought it was going to be good. What happened? Well, everyone, I mean, it's your choice. I think what I'll do, I'll stop the recording. I mean, you guys watching on demand are hearing exactly what's going down. I'll stop the recording and I'll see what the viewing audience wants, because we still have like 2.5 hours on this stream. And I certainly don't want to force this down people's throats if they don't like it. And to be honest, I'm bored. I'm legitimately bored. So I think we'll end the recording here and we'll see what people say. I don't know if I'll bring this back as a night stream or whatever. I don't know. I guess we got to figure it out. But man, what happened to Metroid? All right. Well, anyway, thanks for watching as far as you have. I guess we'll have to talk about what to do for the rest of this. But yeah, it is what it is. Wow, it's boring. Dang. Disappointment. All right. Yeah, guys, I don't know what to say. I can't really make a lemonade out of lemons when it's not lemons, it's turds. Like, you don't want me to make turdade, do you? Because that's literally like what it would be. Like, it's just not good. I'm very bored. And I don't know how to make that interesting. Because I don't think you can. Like, I don't think there's anything to make interesting. Right?
And again, the troll is back. Cat's dried up ovaries. Wage quits are so back. Goals are so back. Give it one more week. E-Bagged is so back. Fake tips are so back. They never left. The only thing that isn't back is Cat, because she's gone forever. And of course, DSP decides to load up Arc Raiders, because that's the thing that Asmongold followers wanted to see. That and Megabonk. But DSP is worried about other stuff, like money. And please, guys, please support the stream, dude.
Okay. Also, anything that you would like to do to support the streams is well appreciated. You know how to support, whether you're on YouTube or Kick or you're tipping, anything would be great. you know, it's been a great several weeks. All right. So thank you so much.
And DSP puts this on Twitter. Huge update. Metroid Prime 4 is so boring that we agreed to drop it. We're now playing Arc Raiders with my new mic for the rest of the stream. Come by, hang out. Let's make the best of it. And DSP decided to have voice chat in-game on. And you know what follows when that happens? That is right. Someone yells out, "She's fat!"
What the hell? What the hell was that? Oh my god! Oh no! Wow.
And of course, DSP is horrible at this game. He's horrible at every game. But he's playing this game like it's Warzone. And he has no idea what he's doing. And PWOP points out, "Sir, we found him. The worst Arc Raiders player in the world."
Oh. A lure grenade? I can't pick up any of this. Oh my god. I don't know what to pick up. What should I pick up? I know my backpack's tiny. It sucks. Recycle the taser. I have batteries. Unbelievable. Recycle the batteries. I don't even know what to pick up. What's valuable? I'm not dropping these things. I need them to craft. I'm not stupid. In fact, whoever said that, I'm blocking right now. Yep. Moron. Okay. Put the silencer on my gun. Also grab a smoke grenade. A lure grenade. These are rare. Yeah, shotgun. I don't know. I don't know what's valuable. I don't know what to grab. The lure is the best thing? Okay. Grab another light shield. Alright, now I'm over.
And DSP spends $200 on controller, then says, "Oh, there's not enough face buttons for them." Someone tells him, "Oh, there's programmable buttons on the back." And DSP says, "I'm not going to use that. What a waste of money." And he's complaining that he only has 2 subs this week so far on Kick, and only Lance Catamaran has given subs so far. And of course, support was low, so you know what that means. Last chance to support the stream, guys. Come on, last chance to do this. Let's hit that, there's no goal, but let's hit some more support, dude. Then we have Jade who comes by and says hi to DSP and asks him, "How's it going?" Then DSP says he hopes people come by and support because he didn't schedule Arc Raiders in response to Jade. Then would you look at that? As soon as he turns off YouTube mode and goes to end the stream, 5 gifted memberships to hit exactly $150. What a shock. What a shock. And DSP just buys stuff based on the brand. He doesn't look at the description. He doesn't look at the model numbers. He doesn't look at the connections. And he's going to complain about the connections on his new microphone that he doesn't actually need.
Here we go. Larger than I thought it actually was. What's with the... It's XLR? I mean, it has USB, but it's also XLR. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, come on. No, you've got to be fucking kidding me. It's the old standard of USB. It's not USB-C. Are they fucking retarded? Why is it the old standard of USB? I don't have a long cable of the old standard of USB. No one does, because it's the old fucking standard. Why did they make it like this? This cable is not long enough. I'm pissed. What a bunch of idiots. No, I know XLR is used. Absolutely, XLR is used all the time. I get that. But this is a USB mic, and they're using the wrong fucking standard of cable. How dumb can they be? So I can't use it. It's not going to reach. I can try, but this cord is incredibly short. I really don't think this is going to reach across my floor to my PC. Why the fuck do they use the old standard? No one uses this standard of USB anymore. Literally no one uses that cable. Look at it. No one uses that. That's massively outdated. Why would you use it? Except you're fucking lazy and you won't update your hardware. And it really is idiotic. I'm actually very upset that they did this. I mean, it's a really stupid waste of time. So you tighten this. I'm telling you, it ain't gonna reach. Like, so here's this microphone here. Okay? And now what I've got to do, because they did it this way, because I'm gonna have my microphone, this microphone's gonna be like this. So this microphone has to be like here. There's no way this is going to reach. This is an insanely short fucking cable. Look at this. No, zero chance this is reaching the PC. Zero.
And then he was late because he was installing the monitor arm for his cheap monitor. And he said he didn't want to waste people's time by building it on stream. Even though last week he did 2 streams of building shit on stream. And then he starts off with a $25 tip. Remember, $25 tip from Zombie, who said what time it was in the UK and hopes DSP's family is doing good. It was not a £25 tip. He did not convert it. He just put it on the leaderboard. That is right. Fake tip time, dude. And in this clip right here, DSP is so distracted, looking for money because support is low, he ends up crashing in Truck Sim in a most DSP way possible.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh god! Oh no! Oh! Oh!
And another thing that DSP has brought back, that is right, the threat of a wage quit, even though there's no goals, even though there's no expected money, he is saying, you support Truck Sim right now or it goes away. And then there was multiple unrecorded bag segments telling people you have to support this. And look at that, $63. What a fall from the last few weeks. And it's beautiful. And now DSP is going to explain how American Truck Sim overstayed its welcome. He's blaming the trolls. He's blaming the whales. He says he never liked it. He was bored of it. And he's going to drop it because he was forced to play this.
No, I mean, that's another point. Can we call it the elephant in the room? The entire time that I've been playing this game, there's been very few people who really overall support. You get a few people who do small contributions, and all of a sudden, there'd be last-minute Hail Mary contributions out of nowhere. And it's like 10 subs, 20 subs, a giant tip out of nowhere at the end. That's not organic support. That's every once in a while someone saying, oh, I really like it, but that's not really the point. The point is that we're supposed to be having a stream that everyone is enjoying and wants to show up and engage and support as a community. Not, oh, there's like a couple people who really like the game and are going to Hail Mary it. And it for a lot of the times it has actually been 220, but it hasn't always been 220. To be clear here, it hasn't always been them. Because remember, I've been playing this game since April. But it really feels like that's always been, I mean, ever since that 1 week, if you remember, where it was very poor support. And I said, that's it. And then all of a sudden, everyone complained the next week we wanted it. And I said, well, you didn't show up for it. What happened? So I brought it back, and then all of a sudden, every week after that, it was like last-minute Hail Mary, last-minute tip, last-minute subs. But that's not supposed to be how it works. It's supposed to be there's enough people who like it, not 5 people. Again, there's a reason why I stopped doing private videos for my patrons. I want to be a streamer that's making content that the public want to see. They want to come hang out with me and have a good time. Not, I'm doing it for 2 people, and those are the people who support everything. You see, like, that's not the intention. You know what I'm saying? It's just not. So, I'm just saying, that's, you know, there's many games that are doing very well right now in my rotation. That's not the case. Case in point, Pokemon, Mario Odyssey 2, Arc Raiders, Call of Duty. I can keep going. There's tons of games I'm playing right now that there's a lot of people who like and they do well. This is not one of them. You know? In fact, isn't this interesting? Let's be honest here. This game, out of all the games we've been playing, is the only game that I have not played since before the Asmongold interview. This is the first time that I'm playing this game since the Asmongold interview, and you notice that it's not doing very well. Out of nowhere. I'm just saying. What if I got 20 subs on Kick right now? I would say thank you and I'd be grateful. 100%. But that's the point I'm making. It shouldn't be like that. It shouldn't be, oh, it's the end of the truck sim, or excuse me, it's the end of the American truck sim stream. Oh, let's now drop a Hail Mary and Phil, you know, hits an arbitrary number of support, and now we do it again next week. That's not the point of the stream. It's just not. It's not the point of the stream. That's not what I'm here for.
And he kept saying how he was bored of Truck Sim since the summertime. He hated it. He was forced to play it. Now here's a compilation of DSP saying how much he had fun playing American Truck Sim and how much he loved it.
What was I saying? So Donkey Kong is played out. I don't really care about that anymore. I would say I still like Truck Sim. It's fun. Truck Sim is fun. And it sucks. I like Truck Sim. But this would be like the second chance. I can't keep doing this. If we don't hit the goal, we don't hit the goal. It's out of rotation. That's it. I do feel like the momentum of Truck Sim has died, which sucks because I like Truck Sim. I'm just being honest with you. I like hanging out with you guys, just talking about whatever, having a few drinks. It's fun to me. But have fun conversation with the audience. That's why I really like Truck Sim, and I think that's why it's lasted as long as it had. Like Truck Sim, I don't know how much I would like Truck Sim by itself, but actually playing it with you guys and hanging out and talking when I play it, I like it a lot.
Then we have this from Take the Mask Off. Just STFU already and be yourself. Start begging. And DSP still alienating his core audience, just like he did with Kino Casino last year. He's saying the Asmon audience is positive and the games that worked before are a negative one. Yeah, that's right. Core audience, get fucked. And he kept saying over and over, no one's talking to me. What's going on? Why aren't you supporting? Are you guys bored of this? Do you want me to stop playing this, dude? It was very, very pathetic. And look at the daily wrap. Metroid fails, so Arc Raiders fun. Truck Sim ends. I'm finally free. And he's now going to explain how he was a slave to the game American Truck Sim because of the money. And he only did it for the money. He didn't enjoy the game, dude.
Truck Sim got exposed. You might say, what does that mean? All right, it's this simple. Truck Sim's a game we started back in April. It worked because it was something completely different from the kind of content that I would normally make. It kind of got me outside of my comfort zone. It was working so well with the chill vibes and me doing something like a sim that I never do that people supported it in droves. I said, well, why don't I buy this wheel? And why don't I buy this shifter and the pedals? And let's have this be part of the setup. Every week, we'll have fun doing the sim style gameplay. People loved it, right? What ended up happening was it lasted a few months, and around the summertime, early fall, it fell off. Attendance, engagement, and support all fell off. All right? To be fair, it really did. And what ended up happening was I said, that's it. You know, it's not popular anymore. Let's stop doing it. And then all of a sudden, I got a bunch of complaints. Bring it back. We promise you, if you bring it back, it'll do well. So I brought it back for 1 week. All of a sudden, 1 or 2 people contribute huge. We hit the goal, which I don't have anymore. I don't have goals anymore, right? But when I had this goal, We hit the goal. Boom. Okay, we should continue playing the game then, right? Okay, let's continue playing it then if you guys want it. What I've noticed is that over the last 3-4 months that we've continued playing this game now, it really isn't for the masses. There's maybe 5-10 people who like Truck Sim, to be frank. And some of them are my actual longtime fans, and some of them are kind of more questionable people who want to just ask questions that, oh, if Phil has a drink or two, he'll have a risque answer or something like that, right? But for the most part, it's just not that popular. All right? People are shocked I'm still playing. People are like, he's still playing Truck Sim? Why isn't he playing this game or that game? He's still putting streams of Truck Sim up? Yeah, because every week someone would show up and throw a big Hail Mary contribution at the end of the stream. We'd hit the goal, and that was the criteria. It was if we hit the goal, I keep playing the game, right? To be frank with all of you, I've been tired of the game. There's nothing really going on in the game. We drive, and it is what it is. It's not very entertaining or fun. It's just I enjoy the conversation. I could easily do Chill with Phil and have the same amount of fun than when I'm playing Truck Sim, just being honest, okay? So tonight it got exposed, and here's why. I think there's 2 reasons. Reason number 1 is because the Asmongold crowd, okay, have shown up over the last couple of weeks and shown that they like certain kinds of content, namely gaming, meaning they want to see me play Arc Raiders and interact and talk with them about how to play the game. They want to see me try a game like Megabunk, and again, they help me figure out the game. They want to enjoy me play a classic like Super Mario Galaxy 2, or they want to chill with me in a fun Pokemon environment. You know, all that stuff works. Truck Sim doesn't really fit any of those criteria when you think about it. What's the gameplay? I drive. Big deal. We could just do Chill with Phil then. So tonight, all those whales who normally would show up and massively support Truck Sim did not support Truck Sim. And all of a sudden it got exposed because we're an hour in, no one's even tagging me in chat to talk to me. I thought the whole point of Truck Sim is that we're interacting, we're having fun. What happened, right? So all of a sudden it gets exposed that, wow, this game's not really working. So I called it out, and all of a sudden every fucking troll freaked out because this is where they get their content from. This is their clip farm. If Phil plays Truck Sim, we'll ask him questions. If he's drinking, maybe he'll answer the question, and then we'll get a clip for today. Guess what, morons? I don't play your games anymore. I'm smarter than you. I always was. I liked Truck Sim for a while. I don't need Truck Sim. We have many other things that are working that are very positive and fun. I don't need this game. So I'm done with it. I even said to everyone, I said, even if last minute we get a Hail Mary tonight and I get the arbitrary $150 that we used to hit, I still don't want to play Truck Sim anymore. This is boring. No one's liking it besides maybe 5 people. So why does it continue?
And now we get the Monday, and then we have this comment under the daily wrap. Was wondering when you take notice of the trolls trying to get content out of chill streams. DSP. I of course always knew, but was tied to income. But remember guys, he does not play games for money, and money does not control his streams. I'm now good, and don't have to worry so much anymore, so we can make better decisions. And of course, DSP is complaining about the lack of support on Kick. And then he goes and says this about Kick and YouTube.
So here's the hilarious part. On the YouTube side, we've got all positive viewers and fans giving me great suggestions. On the Kick side, we've got a bunch of mouth-drooling idiots spamming the chat with nonsense, and I'm ignoring them all. Funny how that works, huh? And they still haven't figured it out. That I'm ignoring them because they're just a bunch of little children. The trolls who farm the content and wanted me to play Truck Sim.
That is right. He says the trolls are angry because they would clip farm him on Truck Sim and put all the content out there and make money off of him. And now the trolls are angry because he refuses to play Truck Sim anymore. And DSP still complaining about money, but also at the same time being very toxic towards Kick, saying they don't know how to act like normal human beings, and YouTube is the respectable, chill, positive, robust chat.
Here's what I'll say, everyone, right now. If you're a longtime viewer, thanks. If you're a newcomer who's only joined me in the last couple of weeks since the Asmongold thing, thanks. I'm having a great time. I'm really enjoying myself. I'm having a great time with all of you. We're enjoying games. We're having chill vibes. What it is, we're in a time of transition. My set is changing. The game's lineup is changing. Things like this Truck Sim nonsense, right? It's all changing for the better. Understand, this is improvement. This is weeding out the crap that's not working, starting up new things that are working, listening to your feedback and doing the right stuff. This is all getting better. And I'm really appreciating all of you that are here for the ride. I'm having a great time, okay? So thank you. Great stuff. Look at this. A whole bunch of people just spoke up and says, yeah, we're actually part of the new crowd. Well, welcome. I know you guys aren't talking that much, but you feel free to, especially if you're on the YouTube side. That's more of the place where we have the active, positive conversation. I'm going to be honest. The kick side right now is really toxic because they're really, really upset I'm not playing Truck Sim anymore. I know that sounds stupid because it is, but it's bad. Like, they really today are so toxic today, and they're still continuing, which is why I'm not really talking to them. If they would actually act like normal people, maybe I would care, but they're really acting bad today.
But then Buckwell, the whale for Truck Sim, spoke out. And he criticized Phil for dropping Truck Sim after all the money he spent on Phil. And was asking Phil, do you think I'm a troll too? And then it happened. Buckwell, doesn't matter how much money you throw at Phil, as soon as you criticize him or talk back to him, ban, 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 gone forever. And let's look at what got Buckwell banned. He says in chat, 20 to 30 fans. Phil, you only got like 50 actual fans. The rest are detractors. And there you have it. Ban, ban, ban. Gone. Forever. Then we have My Ruin, an OG cuck, says in chat, honestly, good riddance to bad rubbish. A select few should never dictate the stream just because they spend big bucks. Let them seethe. And then Buckwell came back, and all of a sudden, there was Argentina membership bombs all over the place.
All right. So, hold on one second, because I think this is Argentinian nonsense. It is. Okay, we ignore it. Anyone who's getting gifted memberships, congrats. They're not real for me. So, sadly, they don't support the channel. But you guys get them. They're fake from a troll. So, enjoy them. You still get to keep the benefits and everything. It sucks. What can you do? All right? Hey, if you're here and you like the content, please support it. If you haven't, the food is en route, and we'll be here shortly. And then we're doing DSP Tries It, and that's the end of the stream. So now would be the time, if you like the content, to support it. Here we go. Here's more fake ones. Let me ban this idiot. Okay, I banned the idiot. The pop-ups will probably persist, though. Okay. Okay. All right. Continue.
And now DSP wants to spend more money, and he wants to get Velcro to keep his curtains closed. And he's now changing the narrative, saying that whales are bad, and bailing him out is bad since it controls the content. And he says nobody should be waiting till the last moment for a whale marry, even though every single stream in the past 2 weeks has been saved by a whale marry. And this is another thing that's going to isolate his core audience and get them to leave. And then the day stream ended at $107, and $60 of that came from the pre-stream. 2 streams in a row below $150. But he got his Carl's Jr. because he's no longer tying DSP Tries It to a goal. He's going to do it whenever he wants. And it looks like he's trying to make love to that sandwich. And then we have Carl's Jr. DSP Tries It thumbnail holding up a piece of bacon, his half-eaten burger, and it says, a show first, Carl's Jr. taste test. Now someone asked DSP what his wife thinks of the setup, has she seen it yet? And this was the scumbag alien reply from DSP.
Typical average gamer, 14 months as a member, asking, did Kat see the setup? What does she think? She has not. I mean, this thing's been in flux for a whole week. And it's still not done. Like, I still got cables over here loose. I'm trying to figure out how I want to charge peripherals and stuff. So, no, she has not seen it yet. She'll probably want to see it eventually once it's fully done. But to be honest, she doesn't really come in here that often. This is my workroom, and she doesn't really want to be for her, our life is outside of this room. I'm looking at the wrong camera again. For her, our life is outside of this room. She wants to be out of this room as much as possible so we can hang out and spend time together. She doesn't want to be in here thinking about work. So she doesn't really think about it that much, okay? Okay. Typical average gamer, 14 months as a member, asking, did Kat see the setup?
And of course, we get to Black Ops 7. or as Renton Hostage 220 Real calls it, Call of Duty Bag Ops 7. And guess what, guys? The money is low, he's horrible in the game, and let's take a look and see how it's going for DSP.
So guys, sorry about the late start. First match was successful. Let's keep going. Let's have a great night tonight. Please, if you're enjoying yourself watching Call of Duty tonight, like the stream, engage with the stream. All right, it's important that you engage with the stream. Please support the stream. Anything is appreciated. Let's get some support rolling. I can actually see your comments now, which is awesome. All right. Everyone chilling here tonight. Thanks to anyone who has supported so far. I actually don't know. I'm not even paying attention. So first off, thank you on the kick side for the kicks and the sub. We had one small super chat. We have no tips whatsoever. Can we get our first tip of the night? That would be great to get our first tip of the night right now. And can we get some more YouTube side support, considering we only have one member and we had like one super chat? It'd be great to get some momentum going back for Call of Duty. I know I haven't played it in a while, but I'm going to get back into it now that I got the better setup. And I'm hoping to bring you better gameplay now that I have the better setup. But, you know, obviously I need people to show up, engage, and support with the content. So please, let's get some support for Call of Duty tonight. Hi. What? Are you serious? I completely filled him with bullets. He did not go down from this fucking gun. Dude, whatever. I'm second place on my team, by the way. It's pathetic. How am I second fucking place, dude?
Need eyes overhead.
I couldn't do the grenade. I don't know what's going on. Oh, it crashed. The game just crashed. Bros. What the fuck? Yo, it's so bad. It's so bad. They literally walked full auto through my full auto blast. Didn't take enough bullets to die. I switched to the handgun to have to finish that. This is so fucking bad. The gameplay is atrocious. Where? What? Where did they come from? I went up an empty staircase and got a fucking melee killed. What?
Not out, Black Ops. Time to get clever. Incoming napalm strike in your AO. Skewer incoming. Enemy UAV detected.
I was supposed to be invisible. I had mute field on. How did he see me?
Authorizing skewer flight.
Dude, this is ridiculous nonsense. Really. Thanks, Bartek, for the super chat. Or for the kicks. Awful. Literally awful. And that's the game. For the record, that's not, oh, my setup's lagging. That's the game. The game is bad. These idiots are not shooting me first. I'm filling them with bullets. They don't die. Then they just magically sprayed insta-kill me. Like, this is fucking terrible, dude. I'm going down. I'm just instantly dead. What the fuck do you want me to do? I'm shooting him and I'm instantly dead every time. I think they're literally every player is cheating. How else are they instantly killing? Every shot is an instant kill.
And now, tonight, DSP says his final upgrade, and spoilers, it will not be his final upgrade, for his setup is coming tomorrow. And look at that, $37. So sad, so sad. Then I put this out. DSP has his third stream in a row without hitting $150. Tonight he got $63, and is threatened to wage quit his third game in 2 days. And then he wants chat to convince him to play more Call of Duty. And spoilers, on the pre-stream tomorrow, he wage quits it for sure. So that is 3 games he has wage quit this week. And then he goes on to say that he hated the vest streak. It didn't mean anything. It was stupid. He only did it for the money. Then I want to bring you back. Snort Burnell, where DSP says that the vest is a symbol of success and him overcoming the trolls, dude.
Perhaps we will have another special introduction and reveal. Alright? So I got 2 things planned today, depending on how things go. Rob the Muscle Man did 100-bit cheers and you allowed your fans to pay for you to wear pieces of clothing 200 times. That is correct. With the 4th vest being added today, is it time to switch from the King of Hate to the Queen of the Down Feather? Well, first of all, I'm not a queen.
That's 100% a lie.
When I say King of the Down Feather, I guess, except they don't all have down feathers inside of them. But your attempt at trying to take a stab at me has failed miserably, because the vests don't bother me. As silly as it is to wear these vests, listen, I know it's a joke. I know some people do it just to see me put on a silly-looking vest. But it's become a symbol. It's become a symbol of success, of determination.
Oh my god. That's great. Oh my god.
Of support and positivity. Whether you like it or not, it has. It doesn't matter if you laugh at anything. Oh, look, Phil has to wear a vest. Ha ha. Guess what? It means that I'm successful. It means that things are going good for me this year. So I don't give 2 shits about a few people who laugh about it. It's a cool running thing that you guys came up with, not me. It was your idea. So thank you for that. And let's keep it going.
And now we get to Tuesday, where DSP's going to explain why he wage quit Black Ops 7. If you remember, the thousands of dollars he spent on items to get better at Street Fighter 6 to prove to everyone he's good at it, he doesn't suck at it, the new PC, all the versions of the game, the fight sticks, the buttons, all the DLC. He did the same thing for Black Ops 7, where he spent hundreds and hundreds of dollars on upgrades and equipment to prove he can play Black Ops 7 on PC. He's better at it than everyone else. Well, spoilers, just like Street Fighter 6, he has now wage quit Black Ops 7.
He has always been a staple part of my content on this channel, despite the fact that I am not a good player of Call of Duty. I admit that openly. Like, I'm never really that good. The best I would do is every once in a while I'm in like maybe top 3, maybe sometimes I am the best player on a team, but it's not like I'm someone who tracks their kill-death ratio and really tries to keep the numbers up and does my absolute best and gets good with the meta. Never, right? Never, 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 ever. Yeah, like Call of Duty's always been a part of my staple content. And even though I'm not in love with the franchise anymore, like I used to be back in the day, I usually get a lot of traction out of it and I get a lot of content out of it, and I like it being part of the multiplayer loop that I do on the channel. I think we're done with Call of Duty for this year. And that sucks. I mean, I've only played maybe 20 hours. What is it, about a month? And it seems like people just don't care about it anymore. And to be honest, I don't know if I blame them. The game is not good. Okay, this Call of Duty is so busted. If you watch my gameplay from last night, you'll know exactly what I'm saying. So, here comes someone. I have the drop on them. I draw. I aim and fire. Their health bar goes... They don't die. And then it just goes... I'm instantly dead. Huh? I filled them with bullets. They didn't die. I instantly died to one shot. What happened? Then you'll go to the kill cam, and their kill cam will show they didn't even actually aim and fire. I just died. There was a kill cam we watched yesterday. Okay? It was one of the most ridiculous things I think I've ever seen in a Call of Duty kill cam. There was a guy with a sniper rifle. He literally did not aim. He would lift it like this, and the scope would barely even raise, and the person would die. And then it would drop, and he would go like just like this. This was play of the game, right? Like, oh, here's the best thing to happen last game, the best kill streak. He went like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He never aimed. It literally just snapped and insta-killed everyone that he looked at. So he's cheating. The game's not built to do that. He's cheating. Now, I don't know if it's an abusable game mechanic. I don't know if the guy actually has hardware to cheat. I've heard that there's hardware you can use called a Chronos, or like there's something that you can have that looks at your TV screen or whatever and actually will auto aim in the direction of the enemy. Like, I don't know what it is that they're using, but 100% that's cheating. And I'm looking at it like, this is like what everyone is doing. It's not like 1 or 2 people. Like, this is the game this year. This is all of Call of Duty. And what I'm actually being told, like people coming to the stream are actually saying, so the deal is everyone is now abusing the game. So everyone plays on console, because at least on console, you're getting the auto aim assist, because on PC you don't get the auto aim assist trying to play with keyboard and mouse. So literally you're like handicapping yourself. If you try to play on PC, you're actually harming yourself. Like you're making it more difficult for yourself. Anyone playing on keyboard and mouse is at a distinct disadvantage. Everyone plays now on pad with auto aim assist on, and they all just abuse the game. And I'm thinking, that's not Call of Duty. Like, that's literally never been the spirit of Call of Duty ever. Like, what is this? This is the whole game now? People are telling me that's the game. If that's the game, then I guess I don't want to play it, you know? I don't understand where the enjoyment is in a game like that. I'm having more fun in Call of Duty using the knife and using handguns than using real weapons. Because if I try to use real weapons and kill anyone from mid to long range, I get melted by instant death. Every time it's instantly killed. But I can't instant kill anyone because I'm not cheating. You know? So I'm not sure what exactly I'm supposed to do to make that experience better or to be more entertaining for the audience. Like, I've tried, and like last night, honestly, was kind of like the straw that broke the camel's back for me. Here I am on mouse and keyboard with my new OLED. There is no input delay whatsoever. And the game's gorgeous. Like, it's the best it's ever looked, right? And I'm playing, I'm just like, I literally can't kill people legit at all. They just don't die. I have to shoot them 4 times more than they shoot me. How is this fun? I guess I'm just not a fucking tryhard. Like, I don't care about my kill death ratio in Call of Duty, so I don't cheat. My ASCII code E penis doesn't grow 3 sizes because I got like a 8-0 kill death ratio because I used a Cronus and was cheating. You know what I mean? Like, I don't get enjoyment out of it. It doesn't affect me. So I guess I can't enjoy Call of Duty. I guess I need to be that. Like, I need to be a try-hard cheater to like Call of Duty this year. If that's the case, I mean, what's going to happen is this every year. I'm going to play it for about a month, and I'm going to drop it and say, fuck this game. It still sucks. They haven't fixed it. And that's sad because I feel like that's what's going to happen. Because if you don't know, they've really put zero effort into this game for many years. That's why we're on Black Ops 7. That's why we have multiple years of the same game in a row. Black Ops 6, Black Ops 7, back to back. What are they, retarded? Yeah, they are. Like, they're really not trying in any way to make good games anymore. They just want to pump out crap, and hopefully you will consume it. So, if anything, man, am I happy that I didn't pay any money for this. That was a Game Pass game now. But I am disappointed because typically Call of Duty would actually get me a bunch of content for months to go and views. You know, people would come to watch and support Call of Duty, and I would enjoy myself despite the fact I never got great at it. I would still have fun. This year, it seems like there's just no fun to be had in this game. Even, you know, I'm not taking it seriously. I'm still not really having fun. Like, I just don't get it. I'm disappointed as hell because this was supposed to be my staple first-person shooter, and now it seems like there's none because Battlefield doesn't work. Because Battlefield's team-based, right? I would need to have a team that I team up with to communicate to make it work. I'm not going to do that. If I do that, then I can't even hang out with you guys. There's no point. Battlefield will not work for my formula of gameplay. It just doesn't, right? Call of Duty has always been the one that you can drop in, drop out, have fun, and it seems like it's just not possible this year. So, this really sucks. It seems like Call of Duty's dead. You know, did we have good attendance last night? Yeah, mostly trolls. Because I would say when I play Call of Duty, there's 50 to 100 people who like it, and then there's 200, 300 trolls who show up to laugh and make fun and just be dickheads. And let's be honest, the trolls don't positively contribute in any way. They're not giving me engagement. They're not supporting the streams. They're just sitting there laughing and pointing, saying, haha, you suck. Well, I know I suck. That's not even a point of contention. It's not like I'm trying to be good. I'm just trying to have fun, and I can't even have fun with this game anymore, you know? So it just sucks because I was expecting to have more content out of this, to get more out of the game, and it seems like we're a month in, and you guys are totally tapped out and done.
Also, keep in mind, he did not play the campaign, he did not play zombies, it was only multiplayer. And he said he was tired of people wailing out, doing Hail Marys, controlling the content. So now he's going to do a game night where you decide what he plays. Almost like the audience is controlling the content on your stream. Same thing, Phil. And of course, just like I said before, everything started to come back. And now the kick badge offer is back. Spoilers, no one took him up on it. And he started complaining that the WWE box of cards he bought was expensive. They used to be $30, now they're $57. Now keep in mind, it has 4 packs in a box. And he guilt tripped people for $100 a pack to open them. So that's $400 a box, but he's complaining $57 for a box is too expensive. And now he's going to open up his new toy. Remember, he said he had one thing left for his setup, and then it's complete. And the thing he's most proud of, the thing he likes the most about this, is that he can mute his audio by tapping the top of it. Every single device you have, Phil, you could have muted, but you just refuse to do it, and spoilers, going forward, he does not mute his mic at all when he burps and everything.
My device that is going to allow me to now have XLR audio out of this microphone, but also to have surround sound in headphones has arrived. This is it. This is going to allow me to adjust multiple volume levels on the fly, including my headphones, the in-game volume, and more. It's also going to allow me to mute everything with a tap, so I can mute the mic by tapping on here rather than having to fumble with this and touch the top. I just tap that. And like I said, this has going to have its own suite of like noise canceling stuff, filters for the mic, so the mic will sound great, and it's going to have surround sound stuff for headphones. So it showed up. I'm going to try to implement this over the week, but the problem is I get the feeling this is going to take a while to like mess around with the software for. So this is nothing I'm doing tonight. We'll unbox it tomorrow. We'll take a look at it, see what it looks like. Try to maybe figure out where to put it. Like I'm thinking right here between the two monitors is the best place to put it, but I don't know how tall it is. Won't know till we take it out and like look at it and mess with it a bit. But I'm actually thinking right here is the best place because there's no room to my left. In front of this monitor, I could, but then that means the monitor has to be pushed further back. And I do need to maneuver the monitor a bit to move it left and right. So probably maybe in the middle, right here. How many channels? It does a bunch, but I'm not going to use them all. Like, it says microphone, auxiliary in, chat, and game. Like, chat, I'm literally never going to use. It's supposed to be able to control, like, the volume of, like, your Discord chat. But I'm probably never going to use it for that. I mean, maybe I could, but I probably never will. I'm probably going to use it for mic and game volumes. I'm probably not going to use the auxiliary in either. It's just going to be whatever audio is coming from my capture device. I'll control the volume of that from here. So that way I don't have to do it through OBS anymore. And basically, the software that comes with it essentially will do all the stuff my mic is doing right now. It's going to have the atmosphere or environmental, like, noise blocking and the pitch correction. Also, this has, like, some noise features, or not noise features, mic features. So, for example, you can change the pitch of the microphone on the fly. So I can make it sound like really deep or really high pitched if I want. I think it has a knob for that, I'm pretty sure. So we'll mess with it, but again, not today. Tomorrow we'll unbox it on the podcast. I doubt that we're going to even hook it up and use it tomorrow because it would mean me trying to learn software on a podcast. I don't think I'm going to do that. But maybe we'll just unbox it, plug it in, and kind of just dick around with it a little bit for fun. And the one other thing I'm waiting for is a pair of headphones. I bought a much better pair of headphones than this. Like, these are gamer headphones, meaning they're actually not very good. Okay, to be honest, I actually bought a pair of real, like, studio style headphones. They're not ultra expensive. I bought like a very mid-range version that I want to use with this. So this should be pretty good, I think. I think it should work out pretty well. But the headphones haven't arrived yet. They're coming later tonight. So maybe I'll unbox this and the headphones tomorrow. We'll hook it up and just mess with it on the podcast. Some fun stuff. So there you go.
And now DSP's going to take a joke about balls and absolutely run into the ground and show how unfunny and how gay he is at the same time.
Red Eyes just did a $5 super chat, our biggest contribution so far tonight. And he says, I understand you're playing Mega Bonk, but you should know that Kick Chat sucks balls. Well, there you go. According to Red Eyes, Kick Chat indeed does suck the balls. Now, what kind of balls? Are we talking like the big shiny green and red balls off the Christmas tree? Are we talking popcorn balls? Those are seasonal. You ever had a popcorn ball? They're actually quite good. If you never had one, I recommend them. Take a big chunk to the popcorn ball. It's delicious. Like a sweetened popcorn. But I'm just curious what kind of balls they're sucking over there. Hey, Kick Chat, what kind of balls are you sucking tonight? Can you tell us what kind of balls you suck? So, by the way, thanks for $5. Red Eyes, I appreciate that very much. Jawbreakers. Big saggy balls. That's disgusting. Keep that to yourself. Ugh.
And of course, the view button on DSP Gaming is obvious. I don't think it's Phil himself because he's too dumb to do it. It's one of his whales. And as you can tell here, in a matter of seconds it goes up 200 viewers. Definitely not view button, dude.
Oh, wow. When did I learn Side Strike? That's a good move. I learned a new one called Side Strike, so we have 4 psychic moves. Nice. Epic music for this fight. Nice. Okay. Oh, wow. When did I learn Side?
And again, beg and Kick support, even though he's being very toxic to Kick, that support is way down and you better start supporting. Then Cat is the laziest, dumbest space cadet I've ever seen, and DSP says he has to remind Cat to decorate the house for Christmas. And would you look at that, another stream below $150. And the troll is back. The roaches are gone. The fire alarm in DSP's office is gone. The inflated support is gone. Cat is gone. The health of Phil's liver is gone. The workout LARP arc is gone. And guys, once again, another last minute bag. Come on guys, last chance. Support the stream, dude.
Cook, that's the biggest super chat of the day. That jumps us all the way up to $103 to support tonight. Thank you so much, Cook. We still got about 20 minutes left. We're going to do this run. We'll see if there's time for another, but this very well might be the final run of the night, everyone. So again, if you have been enjoying Mega Bonk, thanks for engaging and supporting the stream. And last chance to essentially do so.
And look at that. Another stream. Below 200 viewers. 140 people watching DSP. And so far, up to this point, DSP has only had 24 gifted subs on Kick. However, that will change very, very soon. And $128 is what he made on the night stream. Then he went to raid people, and he said, oh, let's raid Mad TV. He went on his stream, and notice he wasn't there, it was just his chair. And he said, I'm not going to raid him because it's a chair stream, even though DSP does chair streams all the time. So who does he decide to raid? That is right, Asmongold. But not his actual channel, his 24/7 VOD channel.
You want to raid Asmon and use the Phil emotes? All right, hold on. What's his channel? Here he is. Asmongold. Is it Asmongold 24/7? That's his 24/7 channel, right? Like he's not actually playing. It's just like archive content playing on that channel. All right. Go raid Asmongold. He's playing Elden Ring. Go raid Asmongold and use the Phil emotes. There you go. All right.
And now we get to Wednesday. And let's start off by watching an AI video from Pescatore. Welcome to Bag TV featuring DSP and RTU.
Welcome to Beg TV, Pay Pigs, home of the king of the bed. Yours truly, where the grind never stops and the wallets stay open. You want content? You gotta contribute. It's that simple. Stick around, grab your card, hit that tip goal. I need that money, I really do. Snort.
Welcome everybody to the very first seminar for my brand new self-help program, The Art of the Beg. Tonight I'm not streaming, I'm preaching. And I'm here to show you how to turn a humble ask into a powerful result. I call it the triple P method. 3 little moves that work miracles when they work together. Pressure, persistence, and pity.
And tonight's focus is that very first P, pressure. Without pressure, nothing moves. People stay comfy, they drift, they forget. Pressure wakes them up. It means 1, we create urgency. Let them know the clock is running. 2, we present a consequence. What happens if the goal isn't met? Bill after bill. And they want interest? I'm not a bank, I'm a guy in a t-shirt. Luckily, I know a financial institution with an unlimited balance and 0 paperwork. Hi, Mom. Yeah, it's me again. Power company being greedy. Could you hit me with a quick 750? You're the best. Love ya. Catching! And just like that, problem solved. That's the magic of my parents. Call me Phil, but the streets know me as the beg pimp. I step out the ride looking like money itself. Act, bitches. Gold in my grin, neon on my chin. That paper fluttering in my hands, that's love from the fans, and I need that money, I really do. They made a doc about it, beg pimping. Best beg pimp in the U.S., you dig? DSP tries it biatch, and
Beg TV, he needs that money!
People talk about greed, but they don't understand begging. Begging, for lack of a better word, is good. Begging is right. Begging works. It clarifies, cuts through, gives people a reason to feel generous. I built BegCo on that truth. We don't sell widgets, we sell need.
People think it's all about profits, margins, the usual Wall Street jargon. Wrong. It's about tips. Tips are the lifeblood, the liquidity. Without them, the whole machine stalls. Every day the market opens and I'm out here with my hand extended, because who moves faster than cash in a jar? Nobody. Back in the day, people said begging was shameful. They thought it meant you were weak. Not anymore. I turned it into a business model. We made it corporate, classy, sustainable. Subs, tips, memberships. It's revenue with a tie on. I normalized it. It's a career now. You don't have to feel bad for asking. I'm living proof. Everyone, Phil here, and I've got something way bigger than a boss fight. Feast your eyes on Dave's big coloring book. 48 pages packed with the weirdest, wackiest characters you've ever seen. All waiting for your personal touch of color. Thick, heavy pages? You bet. This paper laps at markers, crayons, heck, even water. Look at that saturation. No bleed, no mess. It's fun for kids, streamers, moms, dads, anyone who could use a creative break from the grind. Best beg pimp in the United States. Beg pimpin', that's me. I beg with style, I beg with flavor, I beg with a microphone and a whole lot of favor. Beg pimpin' needs your donation. No hesitation. I need that money, I really do. And when you drop it in the chat, I'm lifting you up too. Beg pimpin' for life, baby. Begs up, subs down. All right, congregation, welcome back to the Art of the Beg. Today, we're on the final P, pity. Pressure gets them looking at you. Persistence keeps them from looking away. But pity, pity opens the wallet. Pity is when you share the struggle. You say, friends, the lights might go out tonight. My cat may go hungry. It hurts so much. You know, as an Italian-American, spaghetti and meatballs aren't just food, they're family. At Pescatori's, they treat it with respect. Look at this plate. That sauce, slow cooked for hours, thick, robust, loaded with herbs. Every strand gets coated, and these meatballs, soft, tender, seasoned just right. Cut it open, the steam hits you like Sunday at Hey guys, it's your boy, and this is my brand new fitness program, Begging to the Oldies. Simple moves, great music, and look, if I can do it, anybody can. Let's get it going.
I don't think my knees are ready for this, man. Step. Yeah, oh, that burns. Oh my God.
Guys, tonight on Beg TV, listen up. At 8 o'clock, it's the royal return of King of the Bag. Brand new episode, Crown Coins, the whole deal. Then at 9, we get classy with the Art of the Bag, the season premiere. It's high culture, but still all about that ask. Don't miss it. I need you there. I really do. Act.
It hurts. I can't stop it, TV. It hurts. I can't stop it, TV. Why does it feel like this? It hurts. I can't stop it, TV. It hurts. I can't stop it, TV. Why does it feel like this? Somebody help me!
Beg TV.
So we came in here for propane fittings, not to spend $60 on a plastic man with claws.
It's not just plastic, Dad. It's a limited edition Wolverine. Chat's been begging me to get it. They said they'd tip if I showed it off on stream.
Son, you have a closet full of toys already. Half of them still in the box.
Hey, Cat, where'd you go? We gotta figure out dinner, all right? I'm starving over here. Maybe she's by the window. Cat, you out there? Nope, not outside. Nothing in the fridge except pickles. Great. How am I supposed to stream on an empty stomach? Oh, come on. Ugh, that closet's booby trapped. Not my fault they stacked it like that. Act. Everyone, it's your boy, the king himself, and I'm proud to announce my brand new banking app, PayPig. It's the only app built from the ground up to make supporting your creator, mainly me, fast, easy, and let's be honest, inevitable. Check this out. One tap, boom, $5 right into my account. No waiting, no guilt, and no excuses. You can tip from anywhere, whether you're at a cafe, on the bus, or pretending to work. My friends, we bring this journey to a close. Tonight, you've heard the heart of my new program, The Art of the Bag. It isn't shame, it's strategy. It isn't weakness, it's wisdom. It's knowing how to ask with purpose and to receive with gratitude. 3 pillars. Acknowledge the need, ask with courage, and appreciate every gift. When you live those steps, you don't just survive, you thrive. Good night, everybody. Introducing My Parents, the revolutionary financial service where the answer to every problem is simple. Ask mom and dad. Hi, I'm Dave, senior dependent here at My Parents. When cash gets tight, I don't go to a bank, I go to My Parents. Now you can too. Our app makes it easy. Just tap ask, pick mom. I get trapped in this AI video. I can't stop moving. It hurts. It burns. Somebody turn it off, please. I need that money. I really do. Act. Oh, no. Why? Act. We're short, Phil. Real short. I can count, Rich. Act. I'm looking at the pile. It's pathetic. Maybe if the spread had gone our way.
Shh, she's here.
Evening, boss. We got something for you. Not all of it, but look, it's been a week.
Bots cleaned us out like locusts. In a city where the books don't balance, 2 small-time bookies are running out of luck.
I need that money. I really do. If we don't pay her, I'm toast.
20 grand, Phil. She'll eat us alive. Literally.
They owe the city's most feared boss.
She doesn't even talk, man. She just looks at you and you confess to stuff you didn't even do. She blinked once. I almost passed out.
Next time on King of the Bag.
Philip, you have been in this room for 8 hours asking strangers for $2 tips.
It's called content creation, Dad. It's a job. I need that money. I really do. Act. Boy, that is not a job. That's panhandling with Wi-Fi. Hey, don't touch the route. Act my stream, Dad!
King of the Bag. Tuesday at...
He's the big man down the block with a belly that likes to rock. That rich. Tired eyes, but a heart so wide. He'll share a sandwich and his stride. That rich. Clapping, jamming, sliding free. Keeping the neighborhood company. That rich.
But we need to talk about that figure before you go getting your hopes up again.
I don't understand why you didn't just buy it. It's right there in the bag.
Because it's $80 for a hunk
It's
of plastic
limited edition,
with claws.
Dad.
You got propane bills and your phone
It's
payment
limited
to think
edition,
about.
Dad. If I don't grab it now, it'll be gone. You
You
promised.
never
You
hear what I'm
basically
saying.
promised.
I said maybe if it was on sale. It wasn't.
Please, I need that money. I really do. I just wanted to review hardware. I can't. You doing this to me? Get away from me. I don't deserve this. Open, please. I'm begging you. Somebody, please let us out. No more. I can't take it. Anyone, please.
Where are we? Oh, God, not again.
Act. It's the same room. They won't let us leave.
Please, I can't do this anymore. Just let me out. I'm sorry for everything.
I need that freedom. I swear I won't blame you anymore. Come on.
Get off me. You're making it worse.
You're the reason we're here.
Stop. The walls are moving. No, not the logo again.
Let us out. Someone please.
Bag TV, Kino Casino, freaking killed me. They fucked my life. Bag TV, Kino Casino, fucked my life. It hurts. It hurts so bad. I need that money. I really do.
It ruined me. It ruined everything.
Keep dancing, Pay Pig. Folks, it's me, Phil, the king of the gout, and I'm here with my brand new book, The Art of the Bag. This glossy 200-page masterpiece will teach you everything you need to know to turn a simple "help me out" into a steady stream of support. You'll discover proven techniques like shifting the blame, crafting guilt trips, and of course, perfecting the world-famous act, laugh. It's all... It's me, Phil. Getting older, some things just stop working the way they used to. That's why I use Bussy, instant ED relief that kicks in before the ice in your drink melts. You just take one little pill and boom, these guys show up. Look at this, I'm feeling like $1 million. Bussy lets me be me again, and I love it.
No! It won't let me out! It hurts! Someone, please donate! Kino Casino fucked my life!
And then people notice the video that he made his trailer for his channel is no longer the trailer for his channel. It's still there, but it's almost like he knows it's over and doesn't want to get embarrassed that the Asmongold rub is gone. And the bagging is coming back 10 times. as he's now begging people still to support, to engage, to leave comments, give him money. It is only intensified since the roaches have left.
Thank you, thank you. Spreading the support around. So, if you enjoy my content, if you enjoy the chill vibes, and if you like what you see and you want it to continue, please support the content today. First way you can support the content, like everything you see. Like the stream if you're watching it right now on YouTube. Like the video on demand, okay? Engagement. Participate. Talk to me in the chats so we can actually have some nice conversation. If you're watching on demand, leave a comment, okay? In the last couple of weeks, likes and comments have been way high, and it's helping the channel. Please, let's keep that momentum going. I understand that not everyone stuck around. You had thousands of people who subscribed to the channel since the Asmongold interview, and not a lot have stuck around. But for those of you who have, it has helped. I want you to understand that. It really has. So please keep that engagement going. I've really enjoyed reading all your comments, approving comments, liking and faving comments on the videos. And I want to keep that momentum going. So please keep it up if you like the stuff. I mean, tons more people are watching on demand. These podcasts, these update videos, the daily wraps, they're doing really well. Please keep engaging with them, okay? Now, the second way that you can support the channel, obviously, is through contributions. If you're here live and you're on the YouTube side, you can do a super chat. You could become a member of the channel, or you could give some memberships to your fellow viewer. 'Tis the season, okay? If you're on Kick, you could contribute by throwing some kicks my way, or you could subscribe to the Kick channel, or you could give some subscriptions to your fellow viewer. 'Tis the season. Or, no matter where you are right now, whether you're on a stream, whether you're on demand, you can tip me. You can tip me via PayPal. If you're in the stream, you could type !tip. The command will bring up the command to do so. Or if you look at the description of any on-demand video, right there it explains how to go to my PayPal and send a tip. Much, much appreciated. Tips help a lot. They really do. So please consider contributing today if you like the content. That's what keeps me going. It really is the majority of my income is the crowdfunding support that I get. Thank you in advance to anyone who does. All right. Now that we got the gratuitous plugs out of the way.
And then that damn dirty troll is back again. Greed Goblin needs your money. At DSP Gaming. Okay, guys. I want more support, otherwise I will chimp out more and have a 40-minute meltdown. Also remember, no whaling allowed, only organic support. I will also chimp out over that. Firehawk's rule. I have another idea for an upgrade to help with the stream. DSP Gaming. You could potentially use a box of tissues for your snots instead of wiping it on your sleeve of your shirt every time you snort. And then he kept saying, looks like the rub is gone. But at the same time saying, come on, watch my stuff, comment, support, let's go. Let's show the internet that they're wrong about me, dude. And then someone asked DSP, are you gonna play the new SpongeBob game? And he got offended because he's a serious gamer, dude, even though he just had the SpongeBob meal from Burger King and also played almost every single SpongeBob game when it came out in the past. In case you're wondering about the bot-in and DSP not knowing about it, apparently we have Jaha here. He admitted this to the Connecticut guys in the early YouTube days. No need to speculate. And now he's gonna cope about the Asmongold viewers not watching him. And even at one point saying, he's gonna be forced to beg again, so give him money so he doesn't have to beg you for money.
Is upon us right now. All I want for Christmas is this simple. I want people to consistently come to my streams, enjoy themselves, engage with them, and support them, period. That's it. That's all I ask. Because I love what I do, and I want to be able to be successful doing it, and I am right now, and I just want that to continue. All right? I don't want to have to go back to my old formula where I have to sit here and have goals that we're trying to hit, and I'm trying to shill to give you rewards for goals. Instead, I just want to have people come by and enjoy the content at face value and support it. Therefore, I don't have to be a guy who everyone sees as a beggar. Okay? For 2 weeks, that's been possible. So thank you to everyone in the last 2 weeks who has come by and supported this content and allowed me to not have to do that. Okay? But will it last forever? I don't know. Right now, it's working. Right now, it's lasting. But like they say, success is fleeting. Originally, I had 9,000 new subscribers to the channel. Outside of those people, that influx, probably there's only 500 to 1,000 that are regularly watching the content right now. I can tell you, my viewership on stream has doubled. Like right now, I have 300 viewers on YouTube. I'm sure I probably have around 100 on Kick. I don't know. But I used to have, maybe if I was lucky, 150 to 200 on YouTube and maybe like 70 on Kick. So I've got over like 150 plus extra viewers watching me every single stream that I do. Okay, that's awesome. The views on the videos. I have 113 on Kick right now. I'm not lying. That's like 40, 50 extra people on Kick than what I used to get. The engagement, likes on videos, comments on videos, way up. And it's helping the channel a lot. People are leaving comments like, wow, I was recommended your video today. I can't believe it. I never get recommended a Dark Side Phil video, and DSP Gaming showed up in my recommended. Okay? Overall, right now, things are good. Like, this was the right time for this to happen because it's the holiday season and there's lots of ads on YouTube. So with the increase in some views and attention I'm getting, I'm actually making some extra ad revenue right now. So all this is working out and absolutely, awesome. I'm really, really happy that these all happened at the time that it did. But as they say, success is fleeting. Yeah, 9,000 new people checked me out. Out of that, only around 1,000 have stayed. That's what happens, And I'm sure there'll be ups and downs in the future. There'll be times when more people will check me out and times when they won't. Some people will stay, some people won't, The Asmongold formula is unique because Asmongold is a variety guy. Yes, he's a gamer like me, but he also covers drama and news and all that. And as you know, I don't really do that. I'm just at games. That's what I'm all about. So it's tough for me to retain that audience. They're going to go back to him and watch him cover all that stuff. And occasionally maybe stop by here to watch a playthrough or something, right? But I know that. I'm not Asmongold. The audience is not going to stick with me. I'm appreciative of those who did come by and support when they did. And I hope that I can keep this going. Like, that's what I want for Christmas. No lie. 100%. I want to be able to have awesome chill streams covering a variety of games, being successful, being myself, rather than having to be a fake, a shill, a butt kisser, or a drama queen. I just want to enjoy life and enjoy games and do that. All right? And right now it's working. But you get worried, will it stay? So I'm not even asking for anything additional for Christmas. I just want to maintain what I got, and I'd be happy. Cool. All right, so there you have it. If you like my content, please support it in some way. Liking the videos, leaving comments, engagement, word of mouth, that helps. Supporting via a live stream. Again, with a super chat or a membership, kicks, a sub, a tip, that helps. You could tip even if you're watching on demand right now. You could leave a super thanks on a video. That helps, all right? That lets me be the guy I want to be and not have to sit here and say, let's hit the goal so we can do this and we hit this many goals and all we need is a few more bucks to hit the goal. You know how happy I've been to not have to have a goal for 2 weeks now? I've been really happy. It's draining to have to sit here and be like a carnival barker trying to hit some kind of an arbitrary goal to make ends meet. Instead, just being able to chill and relax with all of you and having a good time, that's what it's all about. And I haven't had that ability for a long time. Now I do. So thank you to those who gave me that. All I want to do is keep it. Like, literally, that's all I want.
And then DSP, even though he said he had the last piece of his setup done, now bought another thing for his setup, headphones to play Arc Raiders. And he says, I need surround sound. Then he goes on to buy stereo-only headphones. And then remember when he said he bought the headphones just to play Arc Raiders? Well, guess what, guys? Support is low. And you know what that means. Support the stream dudes or Arc Raiders is gone forever.
Guys, if you like Arc Raiders, please engage and support the content. I'm learning Arc Raiders and I'm enjoying my time with it. Okay? But obviously I do need people to actually, support it. So if you like the content, please support it in some way. As you can see, today's top tip is $1. So, yeah. Definitely on the slower side of streaming for me. I'm still here for 90 minutes, though.
Thank you, Lynn's Catamaran, for a couple of gifted subs. I really appreciate that. Again, I'm enjoying my time with this game, and I want to keep playing it. So, if you guys like it too, please support it. We've still got some time left here on the stream. Is this the door? Thank you there. Koopaloop says, just got off work, not sure why is it people aren't enjoying Arc Raiders today, but I'm loving Arc and Megabong streams. It's not that they're not enjoying. You know, we have decent attendance, but as you can see, support's been very slow today. And again, let's talk turkey, because I'm transparent and I'm very matter of fact with my audience. Some people don't like that. My trolls hate it. All right. Last 2 weeks, support's been amazing. I had a huge uptick in support since the Asmongold interview. Last few days, it slowed down. Some days, like yesterday, were great, but then some days were not so great. Okay. This stream right now, we're at $60 a support. You know, and it's a dedicated stream of art creators that people have been asking me for. It's a little disheartening. You know, the idea is that I don't want to have goals anymore. I don't want to have to ask for stuff anymore because people are enjoying the content enough that they're chilling and supporting. That has been the case until all of a sudden this week, it slowed down. All right? I don't want to have to go back to goals. I don't want to have to go back to asking a million times a stream, contribute. But to be honest, it used to work. I used to get certain amount of income every stream when I asked. Okay? Then people told me, oh, that's bad. That's horrible. Why would you ask your audience for contributions? You're not supposed to do that. Right? But it works for me. My audience wasn't offended. We're having a good time. We're supporting the content, and I was doing well. So the thing is, if you don't like someone asking, then support the content. If you can, I understand there's many people who can't, and that's fine. But it seems like when you ask, people tend to give. That was a correlation that I had, right? I outright said this to Asmongold. I said, when I ask, they supported. When I didn't ask, I would make $30 a stream, right? So I don't want to ask. I don't want to bring back goals. I don't like that. I don't like the idea at all. I like just chilling and having a good time. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, exactly. Play Cool says things that Asmongold said are valid, but you need more people consistently watching, then you won't need goals. You're right. I have, on average right now, between 250 to 300 viewers on YouTube. I'm getting, a little over 100 on Kick. It's good, but that's really not enough to be self-sufficient to not be saying, hey, please support the streams. You know? I had that boost from Asmongold's audience, and then it's died down. Okay? So here's the deal. I've started trying new games like Arc Raiders, Mega Bonk, etc. because you guys have suggested them. I like them. I'm actually enjoying them. Like, I'm liking this game. The more I play it, the more I'm learning. We're having good runs. If you like the content, please support it. Right? Let's get some support for the stream right now. We just had basically one tip. Let's get another tip. Let's get a super chat. Let's get some kicks. Let's get some subs. And then I don't have to ask. Okay? I don't want to be the guy always asking, but I have to make a living too. All right? Right now, I'm not hard up. I had a great couple of weeks. I also spent a lot of that money to upgrade my setup because I knew that it was not going to last. Okay? But I need to get consistency. I need people to come by and support what they like. If you've liked the Arc Raiders, support it. If not, don't support it. But then we know to move on to other things. But then also understand if we move on to other things, there was a reason. You know? It goes hand in hand, okay? Okay. What? Okay. And by the way, don't listen to anything the idiots on Kick say. They're still butthurt that I'm not playing Truck Sim. Still, to this day, like, how many days? They're still upset that I'm not going to play Truck Sim and going to give them content. So they're still in there with their fucking 100 socks being stupid, right? Yeah. I'm baiting a whole bunch of trolls right now in the Kick chat who just sit there to dump on the stream, so get the fuck out of here. Go. There's another one. Oh, you know what? They just sit there and they just wait and then they dump on the stream. So fuck off. Okay. All right, got rid of them all. What now? My goal is to try custom loadout now. Okay, I'll try custom loadout. Sounds good. I got a $6 tip from You're Not Funny. I like Arc Raiders, so keep playing it. Thank you. That's exactly how it should be. If you like what I'm doing right now, if you're enjoying the content and you want more of it, support it. Because I have to, let's be honest, I have to play what people want and will support. I have to. What's the matter? You know what I'm saying? Store wouldn't take your stolen credit card. I have to. That's how I make my living. Is to stream. I'm not streaming for myself. If I'm going to stream for myself, then I'll stream for myself or won't stream. I'll just play for myself games offline. You know, I'm streaming because I will have an audience I'm trying to entertain. And the audience likes it enough, they want more, that they will support it, right? There you go. That's how it works. That's the formula of streaming, you know? Okay, we got about an hour left. Thanks for chilling. For those who are helping with advice, thank you. If you can support, please do. All right? I'd like to keep playing this game. I want to keep it in the... Like I said, we were going to play it again on Friday. I told you guys I like it so much that I would keep playing it. I like the chill interactions we're having, and I'll play it again on Friday. But I need people to support it, okay? All right, let's continue. Okay, everybody. Welcome back to Arc Raiders. We just did a really successful run.
And support, please do. All right. I'd like to keep playing this game. I want to keep it in the... Like I said, we were going to play it again on Friday. I told you guys I like it so much that I would keep playing it. I like the chill interactions we're having, and I would play it again on Friday. But I need people to support it, okay? All right, let's continue. Okay, everybody. Welcome back to Arc Raiders.
And you can tell DSP doesn't know how to budget his money. He doesn't know what the common person goes through wage-wise. As he believes, a living wage, according to DSP, is having so much money you don't have to worry about spending. That tells you how entitled, how sheltered he was as a kid growing up and in his adulthood. And look at that, $77. What a shame, what a shame. The money is just dwindling down. And then we get to the night stream. DSP puts this in chat. Well everyone, tonight we're messing with audio because I plugged in the Roland Bridgecast and we need to tweak it big time, LOL. So I hope you're ready to chill. May not be any gaming, we'll have to get this working. That is right, another tech stream from DSP. Then says, man, I'm so confused by this thing, jeez, this is gonna suck. And we have GoldenEye, the audio was fine, we shouldn't have touched it. I don't think anyone had any complaints, unless he is trying to add in more bass or something I don't know, not sure what it will change. DSP, okay, so I'm gonna restart my PC and then see if stuff settles. Be right back, and then we'll start. And there you see it, Chill with Phil, sent up the Roland Bridgecast. And he was 45 minutes late, and this is how his mic sounded when he started.
Okay, so hello everyone. Welcome to the stream. Now listen, I know that my microphone does not sound good right now and is likely cutting out. That's one of the things that we need to work on because I am now using the Roland Bridgecast audio interface and I need to have all of the filters updated so that they actually work. Some of them do not work. So we need to mess with this tonight and make it sound better. There's many filters and things to work on that we can work on, and we will work on it together. Sadly, it is cutting out. That's what I need to figure out, like why is the mic cutting out at a certain point and dropping my voice? So we need to figure that out. That's like step one that we need to do, okay? Step two, we have to figure out the audio settings of this device because I have audio playing through it, but when I do, every time I talk with the mic, it echoes through my speakers or through my headphones, and I have no idea why. So that's some of the stuff that we have to work on tonight is the mic cutting out? If it is, why? How to fix that? How to make it so that when there's audio playing in my room, it will noise suppress it so that way, you know, it's cutting out the atmospheric noise. You won't hear things in my room, things through the speaker coming through the microphone and echoing. And then we have to mess around with basically how to get this to work and play through my speakers and headphones properly without having the microphone echoing through, which I have no idea why it's doing that, but it is. It's completely echoing through, and it's not good, okay? So many things to work on tonight, and I hope that you guys are down for that. If you're not down for that, well, then I recommend that you don't stick around because that's what we're working on tonight. Okay? That's what I want to do tonight. And try to figure this out. So, yeah, please stick around and hang out. And let's have a good time tonight messing around and trying to get all the technical stuff fixed with my new Bridgecast device. Now, I have to pee really badly. So I'm going to go use the restroom, and then I'm going to come back, and we're going to begin troubleshooting and working with this thing and trying to get it better. We'll go through all the different filters and things that are available and try to get this working better. It's going to be interesting how to figure this out. I really don't know. This thing is way, way, like, adjustable, but, I don't know exactly, how to make it work. It's just something we're going to have to mess with and try to make happen and try to figure out on the fly tonight, okay? I can already see, yeah, there's gain here, and look, gain 53 decibel. We got to mess with this and try to figure this out, okay? All right, I'll be right back, and then I'll set up everything because I don't even have the chats open. And then we will begin hanging out and trying to figure this out, okay?
Of course, this is all stuff DSP could have done off stream. But remember, guys, he's not like the other content creators. He doesn't waste your time. This right here is meaningful, robust content. Then, of course, he had to show off his RGB lights because he's that retarded. And then the troll is back. Phil Burnell has felted DSP viewers. Just a quick reminder that DSP lied about his wife having cancer earlier this year. Watch the King Snake stream if you don't believe it. That's the kind of scumbag you're supporting. And if you thought DSP could not get any more annoying, he now has voices he can do with his microphone. And get ready for DSP humor, which is the most cringe humor of all time.
Voice effects. Oh crap, I clicked the wrong thing. I have voice effects I want to play for you that are hilarious. Okay? Here, you want to just hear them now just for funnies, and then we'll keep working on this? All right. Here's some funny effects. You ready for this? Ready?
Hello. I'm Darkside Phil. I'm a big shot on the internet. Do you like my streams? By the way, you got any cheese? I'm hungry.
Oh, I've really been gaining some weight lately. Oh, I can really feel it, man. Can you hear it in my voice?
Welcome to the soothing sounds of DSP Gaming. Here tonight, nothing but the finest ASMR. Let's talk low and slow.
Oh, there you go. So we got some good effects I can use on the fly whenever I want. They're built into the Roland, okay? So that's really neat, right? Like, that's really cool that that's built into the Roland. And I can literally do that whenever I want, okay? It's on the fly. It's a button push. It's literally a button push, and I know how to do it. I know which ones are which here.
And would you look at that robust, organic supporter? I wonder who this could be. And look at that, at the top of this week, 45. Eventually, it would be 101 subs. I wonder whose sock count this could be. Someone that every single week comes up with a new name, hundreds of dollars. I wonder who this could be. And look at this picture. DSP's eyes all over the place. What a weirdo. And look at that, now he's at 100. ICS, get help, you need it. And look at the daily wrap, DSP looking like a predator who should not be around any children. And now we get to Thursday, and the very first thing we see is Phil drunk in Wings of Redemption's chat. And he was spamming so much demanding answers from Wings that his mod timed him out. As we have David Blackman, Phil get banned? Where's his message gone? Redface, I did time him out, he was getting to be too much. Then we have DSP reacts. Is there a fraction of a chance we can get Jordy to stop playing this game and talk to me for a few minutes once it ends? Publicly or privately? I'd just like a real answer. Redface, not sure if I made the right call. I don't dislike DSP at all, but I timed him out because it was just too much. DSP, okay Wings, read your DMs, but this won't be great. What a threat right there, DSP. I hope you'll respond. Good night. And then he was timed out on his DSP Reacts channel, comes back on his DSP Gaming channel. You do realize that I'm still timed out on my DSP Reacts channel for no reason, as I said. My streams do not need Wings, but I want Wings back on my show. Is that wrong or something? I don't think so. I like Jordy. Redface, don't do it. Wings is going through some shit and I feel bad doing it this way, but he doesn't respond anywhere. I'll hit his goal if he talks to me. DSP wailing out for Wings. Then he sends a $20 super chat. Remember, he did not know his security code, so he could not send Wings money before. I do message you privately and you don't respond. Enough with the excuses. I don't want you to be trolled, but you need to treat others with respect when they treat you well. Let's go and get this next appearance locked. DSP Gaming, I already sent $25 and offered to hit his goal, so we can talk about why he won't answer me about my podcast. Then Redface timed me out and still timed out on that account, so I swapped. He canceled last week and kept me waiting over a week. I deserve an answer on what is really going on. Chad is dead and it's not my fault. Good luck. I hope Jordy responds privately because I'm done here. If you mods coddle this guy instead of helping him, he will never improve or grow. That's ironic coming from DSP. Good luck because it seems like Jordy has surrounded himself with the wrong people and has grown too comfortable. I've DM'd Jordy over this. Hopefully he'll get what I'm saying. You can't ban or time out people who aren't trolls unless you actually want to stifle the creator. I help my own mods out with this. You mods do realize that nobody can contribute when you time them out, and that my DSP Reacts channel is still timed out, it can't talk. Now this is funny, so everything he just said, everything he just did, is the exact same thing he yelled at Keemstar for and threatened to ban him in chat for derailing his stream.
Alright. So Keemstar, should I ban you now for, trying to derail my stream, or should I, bother telling everyone what you're talking about derailing my stream? Or should I just outright just ban you and move on? Like, what should I do? I'm just curious how you'd like me to handle this, because you obviously know I'm not going to stop my stream with my viewers to talk to you. We've already had the discussion behind the scenes. You were unable to follow simple instructions about when I'm free to talk. So if you're not an intelligent human who can act like a professional, but you're going to come to my stream in the middle of my work to try to talk shit and say stupid stuff, I mean, how would you like me to handle it? I'm just curious. Let's hear it. How would you like me to
Then DSP added something new to his setup. That is right, another new thing. He is now playing lo-fi music. And in the past, he always told people, don't fucking ask for that. You're banned. That's stupid. I'm not like other content creators. I don't need that. Well, guess what, guys? Now he's doing it just like other content creators. And he bought a subscription, a monthly one, to play it, so he doesn't get the music claimed. And spoilers, it will get claimed. And look at that, another sock account from OIC coming back. Lisa Lou. Welcome home. And look at that Asmongold rub going strong. Look at this robust viewership of 3 people chatting. And DSP is always late to stuff, and he says, now that Expedition 33 will win Game of the Year tonight, DSP playing Act 3 on Monday. That is right, it is his Monday main stream. And he was complaining that people wanted to watch the Game Awards over him, saying that he was better entertainment. And how many people were watching him tonight? 131 people. So sad. So sad. And then we got DSP doing his best impression of Mr. Burns. Then we have a quote from DSP. 1980s technology style filter. Poems Pass points out, it's just scan lines. And now that Truck Sim is gone, DSP has found his latest, chill, robust, meaningful game. And that game is Power Wash Simulator 2. There's no way this could fail, right, dudes? And DSP's always saying, guys, if you know a game that you want to see me play, let me know, and I'll be open to it, and I'll take a look, and I'll try it out. Now he's saying, if you suggest a game I don't like, that's a new meme. And go fuck yourself, get banned, dude.
I don't know what the hell you guys keep saying Mountain Blade Bannerlord. That's not my kind of game. Like, That's a strategy game, is it not? I don't think that's going to work. I think it's boring. I mean, I would try it, but I guarantee you it ain't going to work. It's not even a game that anyone's really mentioned. Now, all of a sudden, you're all saying it at once, and I don't get it. Why is this the new meme to tell Phil to play Mountain Blade Bannerlord? Can we explain it? Where did this come about?
And even though he does not have any goals for $150, he's at $145, and he's stalling and would not leave until he get that $5. He really, really needs that $5, dude. And we have Beg's Buddy Real dead. This motherfucker is stalling for $5. This is some real pathetic shit. And now, let's see how the week ended for DSP on Friday. And the very first thing we see, everybody hates the new music that DSP paid a subscription for. We have Big Mac, bring back the old music, this stuff is garbage, lol. Mazzy, I love lo-fi music, but it doesn't fit the theme, his old music worked better. Clyde J. Box, need hype music. And this is absolutely hilarious because he was complaining in Wing's chat that he got timed out and then came back on another account. However, on his pre-stream, someone got banned, got mad, came back with another account, and DSP was pissed at him because he ban evaded. How ironic. Then we have this from Redface, who pretends to be a mod. It was later revealed that this was not the actual Redface, it's just someone impersonating him. Imagine that. Someone in DSP's chat impersonating somebody else with money involved. I timed you out for spamming. You spent numerous messages saying that the same thing after we told you to stop. And you called me dumb after I apologize. Low. And now DSP is going to respond to Wings of Redemption. And spoilers, he is pissed off. He demands answers, and not only that, he says he will not work with Wings of Redemption unless he gives him a public apology and shows that he's going to treat DSP better than he already has.
Let's go, because, man, we got a lot to talk about today. I think what we should do, perhaps let's start off with a couple of shout-outs. Let's get these out of the way before we jump into the content for today. Okay, let's go. Let's start. First off, we have a $2 tip. All right? This person says, the happiest that I have seen Wings of Redemption is since he left LOLCOW Live was actually when he was on your podcast. He was high energy, seemed like he was enjoying himself. He seems to be surrounding himself now with extremely toxic people, and it's sad. Should we just get this out of the way? Would you guys just like to get this topic out of the way so we can move on to other stuff? Because I know if I don't get it out of the way, I'm going to end up being pestered by this all day long. And I feel like maybe we should just go ahead and address it now. You know? All right, let's do it, okay? So here's the deal. Let's get you all caught up on this topic of Wings of Redemption. So here's what happened. Back in October, I reached out to Wings. I said, hey, will you be on my podcast? It'll be a hangout session. You can ask me whatever you want. We'll have a good time. He came on for 2 hours. To many people's surprise, because I was told by so many people, Wings will never do your show. He never agrees. He never shows up. He's self-destructive. He burns bridges. He's not going to do it. He did it. He showed up, and we had an awesome show. Go check it out. It's archived on this channel. It was 2 hours of fun where we talked about all kinds of stuff from all over the place, and I think that you'll enjoy the conversation if you haven't seen it yet, okay? Now, after that happened, immediately I thought, hey, we should have him back because there was a lot of conversations and things that we were having that didn't finish. You know, a 2-hour conversation, there's only so far you can go, particularly when we're two guys who've been around as long as we have, and we've been through what we've been through. We have similar kind of trolling experiences on the internet. I definitely wanted to have him back as another guest. You know, hey, let's chill and do it again. But I didn't know how soon to do it. I certainly didn't want to have him back right away. So I said, hey, maybe we'll do like late November. Now, we all know what happened in late November. I ended up having an interaction with Asmongold. I ended up being in an interview with Asmongold. It blew up, and it kind of changed everything. So I had rescheduled with Jordy and said, hey, Jordy, that's Wings of Redemption's real name if you don't know. I said, let's actually have you come on first week of December. Let's have you be maybe the first day of December, right? December 1st. Let's have you on the show. We'll do it. We'll get caught up. We'll have more to talk about now, obviously, because I've had this Asmongold interaction. And we'll get, you know, I heard of all the bad things that had happened to him, that his Battlefield account had been stolen from him by his trolls and stuff. I thought, hey, this will be a good appearance, right? Especially starting off the holidays, right? Have a nice guest on the show. I thought it would be a great positive thing. He said he would do it. Sounds good. The night before, he cancels. He says, I can't sleep. I'm not feeling well. Let's take a rain check. And I responded and said, all right, let's do it next week instead. Same date, you know, same Monday, just a week later. He never responded. Now, he starts saying in his videos and his streams to his audience, oh, well, yeah, I'm going to be on there. You know, don't worry. We rescheduled. I took a rain check. It's not a big deal. But the thing is, his trolls kind of know how he behaves and saw the fact that he last minute rescheduled as a bad sign. They were actually shocked that he ever appeared on this show. And the fact that he rescheduled last minute for the second appearance meant basically he was never going to show up. They were under that impression. I didn't get that impression because, you know, I don't have that actual experience with Wings. So I said to him, all right, let's do it for a week. Okay. So a whole week is passing and I'm DMing him saying, hey, are you coming on the show? He's not responding. So finally, it was last weekend. I took it upon myself when I was in this office on my day off actually doing some rewiring and reworking of the office to just randomly see he was streaming. I was like, oh shit, maybe I could like talk to him on his stream quickly, get his attention. So I jumped into his chat that afternoon and I said, hey, what's the deal? Are you coming on the show or not? And basically he says, don't be offended that I'm not responding to your DMs. I don't really respond to people's DMs. I'm just an antisocial guy. But the reason that I don't want to commit to being on your show is my sleep schedule is still screwed up. I'm literally sleeping all day long, waking up in the evening, streaming all evening through until noon the next day and going to sleep in the afternoon. Also, I don't know what I'm doing with my wife this weekend, and that's going to affect my sleep schedule, so I can't commit to Monday, but I'll let you know. Okay, and I told you guys that in a podcast earlier this week. It's up to him. In fact, what I did is I responded to him in a DM, and I said, okay, the ball's in your court. Any day this week, you can come on my show. It's completely in your control. You tell me what day you want to come on the Level 1 podcast, and we'll do it special just for you, for your schedule. I even offered and said, you could come on a night stream. It doesn't even have to be during the afternoon. You could actually come on during a night stream and be a night slot. That would actually fit into your current messed up sleep schedule, okay? No response all week long. So at one point you get a little fed up. Like, this guy keeps saying in his streams and his content, he's got no beef with me, he likes me, he wants to have a conversation again, he loved that last appearance, he wants to come on, but then he never actually contacts me to schedule it. So what the hell's going on? So the other night, I saw randomly again, he was broadcasting. I jumped on his stream. I tried to talk with the guy and reason with him and say, I don't even care if you say, no, I just don't want to do it. I just need an answer because my audience wants to know what's going on with you, why you're not showing up. You said you were going to be here. They want another interview. Are you going to do it or not? Even if it's no, I wouldn't be offended. Just say yes or no. To which he responds live on his show, you shouldn't do this publicly. We should be doing this privately in DMs because then my trolls will latch onto this to make content. And I'm like, Jordy, I've been trying to talk to you in DMs for over 2 weeks. You don't respond. This is the only way I can even get you to say something. That's why I'm doing it this way. So here's the thing about Wings that you guys may not know. Unlike me, he has publicly stated he hates being a streamer. He absolutely hates video games, and he wishes he didn't have to stream them, but that's his job. He only does it to make money. He literally has said this over and over again in his content. I've heard the words come out of his mouth. It's not like, oh, I'm watching troll content and he's saying that. This is what he actually says, okay? So I said, all right, how about this? He's sitting on his stream playing Battlefield, and he won't give me an answer. How about this? I'll just contribute, and I'll make it so that he's hitting his goals, and then maybe he doesn't have to worry about playing this stupid game, and we can have the conversation, even if it's a 5-minute conversation, and he says, no, I don't want to go on your show. At least the conversation's done. So I sent the guy a couple super chats during his stream saying, hey, I'm here. I'm to contribute, to be positive, to help you hit your goals. And I even said to his moderators, what is his goal for this stream? Does he have a goal he's trying to hit? I'll hit his goal for him. I'll help him out. That way, he doesn't have to worry about playing this game he claims he hates playing on stream, and we can chill for a few minutes here and figure this out. His moderators literally played dumb. I'm not kidding. His moderators, Jordy sometimes has a goal. I don't know if he has a goal for this stream. I don't know. They knew. They know what his goal is. They were lying. Okay? His moderators are playing dumb and being stupid for who knows what reason. All right? So after basically trying to get this guy to respond to me during the stream, he starts ignoring me, and one of his moderators actually times me out for 24 hours for simply contributing to his stream and trying to get him to say yes or no about coming on the show. They timed my account out for 20 other account and said, your mod timed me out, to which Jordy laughed and said, oh, pimp, it's only 24 hours. Okay? So after that, I said, I've had enough of this. And I DM'd him one last time and I said, your mods are not there helping you. Your mods are coddling you. Your mods are enabling you. Your mods are making you do and say things. They're constantly goading you. They're actually doing troll memes and things. You don't realize it. They get you to act how they want. You're like a puppet to them. You understand? They're not there to protect you. They're there to basically do things that will harm you, and you just don't realize it. Because no one in their right mind would have someone coming on a stream contributing and time them out for wanting to have a 5-minute conversation about something that you said you're interested in. Okay? So I said, listen, I want a yes or no answer. Give me one. He didn't give me one. He ignored me all week long. Okay? So as of today, I have absolutely no answer for Wings of Redemption whatsoever about if he's going to come on this show. All right? So now I have to say something about the situation, and I'm about to. And then I'm going to move on from it, but I need to say my piece, and then I need to move on. All right? I don't think that Jordy Jordan is a bad person at all. I think he's a person who's a victim of circumstances and himself at the same time, and I think that it's a 50-50 split. I do believe that Wings of Redemption's situation that he's in, being grossly overweight, constantly eating fast food and drinking soda on his streams, saying he hates his life, he hates streaming and all this, and he's trapped in this life. I do believe that a lot of that is extrapolated and basically exponentially increased because of the fact that he has trolling to the level that he has. All right? I'm not going to deny that. I'm not going to say that isn't happening. At the same time, what is this music that's playing right now? Hold on a second here. No, that totally distracted me. What is this music? Let's turn on some relaxing music. For goodness sake, I was like, what is this music playing? Right in the middle of me making a point, it's like the most distracting. It sounds like Pokemon theme or something. Okay. It was like clown music. It was, you're right. Okay. So, at the same time that I absolutely will admit that the trolling is probably some of the reason that Wings is in the situation he's in, the other half is him. It's his own doing. I'm going to give you a comparison. Imagine someone who gets bullied, okay? They go into a cave somewhere, an isolated cave, and they say, man, I really hate this cave. Then all their friends and family go out there, they're like, what are you doing? Why are you in this cave? Get out of the cave. And they say, I will, I hate this cave. So then they go and they buy dynamite. and they start lining the doorway to the cave with dynamite and C4 explosives. And everyone around them is staring at them saying, what are you doing? You said you don't like this cave. You want to get out of the cave. Leave the cave. Do things to get out of the cave. And they say, oh, I will. I swear I will. I really need to. I know I have to. This is best for me. I hate living in a cave. So then they put a device and attach it to all the explosives so they can detonate them. And people are saying, wait, what are you doing? You said you don't like the cave. What are these actions that you're doing that are leading to you being in that cave? And they say, I don't know. I swear it's everyone else's fault. And then they hit the detonator button and the cave walls blow down in front of them. And they're literally trapped in the cave forever. And then as they're stuck in there forever, they look up and they scream, it wasn't my fault. That's the situation Wings is in, all right? Yes, he absolutely has a lot of problems that I think are extrapolated by his trolls. And he is stalked by a hell of a lot of people, all right? At the same time, not everyone hates Wings of Redemption. Not everyone thinks that he's a horrible person. Not everyone wants to roll with the detractor beams and be nasty to this guy. Some people actually want to be nice to this guy. I do. I wanted to kind of be nice and befriend the guy and have him on the show and every once in a while have an interaction. I'm not saying that I needed to have a long-term business transaction with this man. I just wanted to chill with him. I think we have some things in common. I think that interview we did was a good one. I think that we could make great content together over time. But Wings is a victim of his own actions. He builds a prison around himself from which he can never escape. Overeating, bad actions, complaining, whining about going on stream. But then when someone comes to his stream and says, hey, I'll have you stop playing games. I'll actually hit your goal. Let's talk about your next appearance. He ignores it. He blows it off. He tells me to DM him where he's already ignored me for 2 weeks in DMs. And then his moderator times me out. Dude, this is your own creation. I like you. I want to hang out with you and be a positive person in your life. And you have shut me out. That's your doing, not mine. Yours. There's no one to blame in this particular situation but yourself. It's that simple, 100%. I'm sorry. There's no other way to spin this situation. All Wings had to do was have a level of professionalism, a level of respect. He doesn't have that. Instead, he wants to be in his cave forever. Even though he says he doesn't want to be, I'm sorry, I have to believe that that's bullshit. You don't sit there on stream all day, every day, acting a certain way, saying things that you claim, you don't want to say, but you say them anyway, stuff in your face all day, drinking soda all day, unless you actually want to do it. That's the case. You might say, oh, I want to be better, but if you do, its actions speak louder than words. It doesn't matter what you say, it's what you do. His actions have outright said this is what he wants to do for the rest of his life. And it doesn't matter how many people care, how many people try to support him, how many people try to help him. He's never going to change. It has to be him that makes the change and nobody else. No one can help this man but him. He refuses to help himself. So because of that, I'm done. I'm done trying to reach out to this guy, be nice to the guy. I mean, I've done every possible thing I could. I've talked nice about him. I had a great interview with him that tried to help him. I wanted to have him on again right after the Asmongold interview because I figured I could maybe give him a little bit of a positive rub. It would help him out in his content. Maybe he'd get more viewers. It would take some of the pressure off of him. He doesn't want to play ball. He doesn't even want to respond. He can't bother at all to give me a respectable answer about anything. Instead, he wants to ignore me. Well, Jordy, guess what? You like Burger King, right? Well, guess what? Like Burger King, you can have it your way because now I'm not going to bother you anymore. And you're going to sit there on your stream playing the games you claim you hate, stuff in your face, acting like a fool for the rest of your life. No one's going to reach out to you to try to be friendly to you or save you or help you because your actions shut them out. It's not us. It's you. That's all I have to say about it. Ladies and gentlemen, Wings of Redemption will not be appearing on the Level 1 podcast. Under no circumstance. The only way I would ever have him on the show again is if he actually publicly apologized for his actions, the disrespect, the unprofessionalism, the fact that he couldn't even give me the time of day, and the fact that he kept publicly saying in his content that he wanted to be on my show and then acted otherwise. If he publicly apologizes for that and says he will change his ways and then actually acts differently, again, actions speak louder than words, then maybe I'll consider having him on the show again. But as of now, Wings of Redemption is banned from my podcast and will not be appearing ever again.
Then we have this super chat. Just got laid off from work for the winter. Time to enjoy DSP streams and play the hell out of Planet Coaster 2 for 2 months. Yeah, baby. Merry Christmas. Imagine that. Another DSP dent that's unemployed. And DSP went on a rant about how no one gets special treatment in his chat. Now, if you think about DERICH, all the times Canadian Kirk has been banned and came back, OIC, ICS with all his sock accounts. But remember, dudes, he does not give special treatment. He's now gonna complain that the music that he got for the streams, the lo-fi music, is now being claimed by YouTube, and he wants you to support it because you wanted this, so now pay up, dents.
So tonight, I'll tell you guys right now a little bit about what's going on. As you can hear, we have background music, right? And I used this earlier today, and people were like, yeah, we liked it. This actually made your podcast better. Tonight, as we play Power Wash Simulator 2, we're going to have this background music because basically the game has no music at all. All you hear is the power washer, which is incredibly annoying. That people were like, oh God, isn't there anything else in the game? I was like, no, but now we have this royalty-free music that I'm subscribed to that we can use. So people really seemed to like it last night, and we can mess around and pick different music and stuff because there's different vibes and things you can choose. But I have a, of course, negative update on this. Exactly as I've told you guys all these years, YouTube's AI doesn't work and claimed both my podcast and the Raw stream from earlier today for 3 songs that I have legal rights to use. I am paying Roland right now a subscription fee to have this music, and I registered my YouTube channels with them through their website to be protected. YouTube doesn't care and claims the content anyway. So what I did is I disputed it, and they better give me the rights to it. All right? I'm going to use all the music tonight. Hopefully this will get cleared up. It won't be a long-standing deal, or if things get claimed, I immediately can dispute them, and then I can get my revenue back. But as expected, this is why when you guys said for years, why don't you use music? That's exactly why. Even if you use royalty-free, even if you pay for the rights to use it, YouTube still claims your videos because their AI doesn't work. Okay? So, tonight, if you like this chill stream of Power Wash Sim, please support the stream, because I may not make any revenue on the on-demand videos at all because of the music that I've chosen to play to improve your experience here on the stream. Okay? Fair enough? So please support tonight if you can. That would be amazing if you did. Okay.
Now also keep in mind, he always says he makes pennies on his video, but he wants you to support him and give him money because he's not making pennies on his videos. Make that make sense. And then Jade comes by and asks, how was support on the first stream? And DSP said, it wasn't over the top generous, but it wasn't slow at the same time. Imagine giving money to this guy and he says, oh well, support wasn't over the top generous. What a scumbag. And then someone on Kick asked DSP to be a mod, and DSP said he's on the fence about making Satan a mod on Kick. Then he's so delusional he thinks people are supporting him because they like the fact that he takes all his money and invests it into his setup. No, Phil, they're just dented and social rejects. And if you thought you saw the bottom of the barrel, the worst of the worst, DSP is now being handheld and told what to do in Power Wash Simulator 2. The game where you just take a power washer and clean stuff, he has to be told what to do. Let that sink in. And of course, he has to do this every single stream. He's now saying after the Asmongold rub, attitudes and perception about him is changing for the better. And now that American Truck Sim is gone, Power Wash is going to replace it as a drinking stream. There's going to be a day in the future where every single stream is a drinking stream. And I can't wait for it. It's going to be a crash out week. It'll be amazing. Remember, he has no goals, no expectation of money. But if he doesn't get that $150, he's going to wage quit Power Wash Simulator before it becomes a staple of his content.
But if you are enjoying the chill vibes of Power Wash Sim, please support the stream. If you want to see this be our new chill stream that we go to, support would be appreciated. If we do well tonight, it will make it into the rotation. And like I said, maybe next time I would try to have a few drinks. I didn't have any ready for tonight, but we could possibly do that if you guys would like that. Maybe I could get some new drinks on my day off tomorrow.
Then he starts doing a salute to King Cobra and said he was one of the greatest content creators, and then follows that up by saying he never saw any of his stuff. Make that make sense. And then DSP was overrun. He now had 2 stink bugs in his room, had to stop the stream and get them. And finally, DSP is going to respond to that tweet he made about steak and the sponsorship. But he's going to say it in the most DSP way.
Any news on the steak deal? Would you like an honest answer? Steak did contact me and made me an offer. And I said, all right, well, I don't really understand 100% the offer you're making because I'm not a guy who uses steak, so I don't even know. Like, they gave me terms, and I was like, I don't really know what these terms mean. So I went back to them and said, can you clarify the terms so I can understand them? I mean, I'm a layman to all this. I don't know how it works. And also I said, once you clarify the terms exactly how they work, what I need to do on my end is I have to research, is it even legal in my state? Because I live in Washington State. Every state in the United States has different rules for online gambling. Some states allow it, some don't. Some have different criteria. And also there's tax issues as well, like how the tax codes would consider stuff. So I can't accept anything until I know the actual terms of how it works and stuff like that. So, yeah, so they did make an offer. I went back to them, and I'm waiting to hear back from them again. And more than likely, you know, it's going to be a while going back and forth talking about this. And then I have to research on my end. So, you know, I don't know how it's going to go or what's actually going to be the end result.
Okay. And if you're wondering why Stake is trying to partner up with DSP, they see him as the gotcha ultimate mark gambler. And now that Bossman Jack is in jail, they need a new mark. And DSP is the ultimate mark of marks. And man, look at these resurgence numbers. 307 views in 3 days, 253 views in 3 days, 196 views in 3 days. You're killing it, DSP. And the resurgence is going strong. And then remember when I said these stink bugs are in his room and he had to stop the stream to capture them and get them out of there? Well, guess what? That's what he titles his Power Wash Simulator 2 video. Help, DSP is under attack by in real life stink bugs. Not about the game, not about anything else. It's about something that happened for like 20 seconds. That tells you how boring your gameplay is. And that's how the week ended for DSP. If you guys like that, click that like, share the video, leave a comment below, hit subscribe to my other channels on the details of the end cards. And as always, I love each and every one of you. Hope you're all safe, healthy, and happy. Peace and love.